Welcome back, explorers. Today we are going on a dinosaur adventure. We're going to go ahead and open up this assorted mini dinosaur. Looks like there's 55 pieces. I've already started to set up our diorama, so we'll go ahead and finish that, and then we'll open up our dinosaurs. All right, explorers, I have this cool slimy gloop for our water today. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. It's nice and shimmery. This will look great in our water dish over here. It has these cool little beads in it too. All right, now our dinosaur bucket does come with some trees and rocks, but I'll go ahead and add just a couple of little plants. And then of course, we have to add our cool rocks. I'll go ahead and just scatter some of these around. All right, let's go ahead and get our dinosaur bucket and see what's inside. It's an assorted mini dinosaurs, 55 pieces. So it looks like we have some plants, some rocks, and definitely some dinosaurs in there. Go ahead and start by placing in our trees. So it looks like it came with 4 of these palm tree type trees. We'll go ahead and place these around. It also came with a larger tree as well. We'll go ahead and put this one kind of in the back. It came with 6 rocks like this. I'll go ahead and place those around. It also came with 4 of each of these types of rocks. And we'll add the last one maybe here. Let's go ahead and meet our dinosaurs. Starting off with the Triceratops. Looks like there's 2 of each of these dinosaurs in here. So we'll go ahead and place them 2 at a time. So these are some blue Triceratops. Go ahead and put these over in the herbivore area. 2 red and purple T-Rexes. Those are pretty cool. Okay, we'll go ahead and add these in the carnivore section here on the red sand. Has 2 Parasaurus, purple and green. These were also plant eaters. They had what's called a duck bill. And scientists believe that they made sounds and music maybe through their horn, and that's how they communicated with one another, because this horn was hollow on the inside, so they could send air through it and it would make something like a horn sound. We'll go ahead and place these guys over here in the herbivore section, maybe heading for some water. There's 2 Brachiosaurus. They're blue and it looks like brown on the bottom with their long necks. These dinosaurs are called sauropods. Any dinosaur with a long neck is called a sauropod. We'll put him, let's see, maybe by this tree so he can munch on some leaves. We have another carnivore, it looks like another T-Rex. This one is green and red. Put him in the carnivore section as well, looking for something to eat. We have our Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus is known for these plates that line its back. Some scientists believe that the plates were used for temperature control or to show off for a mate. They were herbivores and they had a teeny tiny brain. Let's go ahead and put them over here with the herbivores. Next up, we have the Pachycephalosaurus. The Pachycephalosaurus in this box is green. This dinosaur is known for its hard head. Use it to defend themselves and to fight. Pow! They were herbivores though, so we'll put them over here on the brown sand. Looks like we have two more carnivores in this size of the dinosaurs. One is like an orangish color and it has a horn on its head. And this one is a greenish black color. They both kind of look like a T-Rex. Maybe one is an Allosaurus, or maybe this is supposed to be a raptor. Go ahead and put them here. Oops, he fell down. Let's put him back up. Styracosaurus. This is a ceratopsian. So the Triceratops, the Styracosaurus, both of them have horns on their face and frills on their head, which makes them a ceratopsian. Just like the long neck on our Brontosaurus makes them a sauropod. They were also herbivores, so we'll go ahead and put them back here with the herbivores. That was the last of that size dino. We'll go ahead and move on to our smaller dinosaurs that came in the set. Looks like it came with two different pterosaurs. Both are yellow. One is kind of yellow and pink and one is yellow and orange. These were flying reptiles. They were carnivores. They liked to eat fish. They would fly over the water. They'd swoop down and they would grab fish right out of the water. So we'll go ahead and put them maybe over here by the water so they could be looking for some fish. Make it so almost like they're flying over the water, swooping in for fish. Next up we have the Deinonychus. It has a big claw toe here. This was a carnivore, so we will go ahead and put him over here with our other carnivores as well. We have what looks like maybe an iguanodon. Not really sure if this is an iguanodon or some kind of raptor, because it does have the big toe, but it also has the duck bill and the big fingers like an iguanodon. So we'll kind of just put him here in between the carnivore and the herbivore world. This is a cool one. This is called a Dimetrodon. Dimetrodons lived about 50 million years before the dinosaurs, and it is actually considered a reptile, not a dinosaur. But it was carnivore. So we will go ahead and put him, well, that seems to be a good place for him. He landed just so. We'll leave him there. Next up we have our Stegosaurus. Again with the plates on his back. This one is green. We'll go ahead and put him over here with the other Stegosaurus. We also have an Ankylosaurus. An Ankylosaurus had an armored body and this huge club tail on the end to help defend itself. These dinosaurs were built very low to the ground. They moved rather slow. They were herbivores, but most people call them a living tank. He came with two small sauropods as well. One is red. This one looks like maybe an Apatosaurus. And one is purplish and yellow, another Brachiosaurus. We'll put them back with the other ones, reaching up tall for some leaves because they were herbivores. Came with a T-Rex, the mighty T-Rex with his small arms. His long tail helped to balance out his body. His jaw has one of the most powerful bites known to man. Okay, put him out there. And It also came with this carnivore here. Again, I'm not quite sure what this one is supposed to be, but he's got some cool spikes along his back. I'll go ahead and put him out there. It came with another Parasaurus. This one is blue and yellow. Again with the duck bill and the horn. Do you remember what their horn does, or what scientists think their horn is for? That's right. They think that they communicated by sounding with their horn, blowing air through their horn. We have a few more small dinosaurs here. We have the Pachycephalosaurus. Remember, hard-headed dinosaur. Let's put him over here with the other Pachycephalosaurus. We have another Triceratops, green in color. A ceratopsian. Remember, the 3 horns and the frill on the back of his head make him a ceratopsian. Put him with the other Triceratops. And we have another Styracosaurus. You see his beak here? That's what he used to munch on plants. Put him back with the other ones. Alright, explorers, that is it for our small dinosaurs. The set also came with 3 larger dinosaurs, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. Starting out with the Pteranodon. A big Pteranodon. Go ahead and put him maybe out here. We'll put him back here. Like he's, I wonder if he could stand on top of our tree here. We have a Brachiosaurus. This one is yellow and red. Does anybody remember what this dinosaur is called? Because it has a long neck. A sauropod. That's correct. All right, we're going to put him back here with the tree. So that way he can reach up tall for some leaves. All right, explorers, last but not least, we have the mighty T-Rex. Wow, look at this guy. He's got red eyes, big sharp teeth. He's black and gray in color. Let's go ahead and put him, let's see, right up here in the front. We'll go ahead and move maybe this guy back here, and we'll put the mighty T-Rex right there in the front. All right, let's go ahead and take a closer look at all these dinosaurs. Thanks for joining me on Ellie's Learning Den, and I can't wait to see you next time.